Hey Virgo, I'm doing a reading for you for the full moon in Scorpio, right? Virgo. Virgo. This okay, 18 and older, 18 and older, 18 and older. Right, Virgo. I feel like at this time, I feel like you're finding out so many different people's like sexual secrets, like their sexual partners, like different like I Virgo. I feel like you're finding out so many different secrets about like what people have going on, like in the dark, in the room, in like private, like like Virgo. I feel like you are like like different people's like weirdos that like Virgo. At this time, you're finding out so much things that I don't even think you wanted to like things that you would never like no like Virgo. I feel like these are things that you just didn't want to know, Virgo. Like I feel like this is stuff you would never be into. These are things you would never want to talk about. Like and Virgo, I feel like you're just sitting here and you're just like Virgo. Virgo, you feel so uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. Like my hands are sweaty. Ooh, Virgo. Like you're finding out all the information. Like I feel like there's people that are one that like people that you would never want to like just coming up and talking to you about so many different things. And here's Virgo. I feel like it's making you squeamish. You're uncomfortable. You don't want to talk about it. I feel like there's a lot of different energies coming out within you here as well. Like I feel like you could be trying different things here, like just spicing it up here, right? But with that in the reverse, I feel like you're finding out a lot of secrets here involving hidden things, dark things, things that you wouldn't normally discuss here, right? I feel like everybody's secrets are just out on the table, and I feel like you're just looking at them one by one. Virgo, I don't think that you have anything too crazy, too deep in here, so let's go. First out, we have trust. Yeah, once again, at this time, this is Scorpio full moon. I feel like you've been cocooning at this time, right? There's been a real shift, a real change, a real rebirth for you here as well. Who you are right now is not going to be who you are when this is over, right? I feel like you have a lot of deep transformations here as well. Yeah. Yes, Virgo. I feel like at this time, you could be meeting a partner where you're truly able to trust the situation, where you're really able to be free here, right? You can really lean into this, relax into this, allow yourself to be transformed here as well. Yes, I feel like there's a lot more intimacy here, a lot more trusting in the situation here as well, right? Yeah. This person could be almost like helping you bloom here as well, like really change, allow yourself to be comfortable, really transform yourself here, right? She had too much catnip. Sorry. First out, we have Page of Pentacles. Yes, I feel like at this time there could be a lot of brand new opportunities that are coming in for you as well, right? I feel like somebody could be offering you a new position, a new opportunity in this company here as well, right? I feel like there could be a lot more helping hands, a lot more people that are watching you as well, right? What is this King of Cups? We have the World, right? There could be sorry. There could be an opportunity that you had here with the King of Cups that could be coming to a completion and ending here as well, right? I feel like it's time for you to really trust in the situation, right? I feel like I feel like this was a good opportunity that you were working in with this King of Cups, right? Like it was a good start. But it was something that it was really only a stepping stone. It was really only going to be good for you like in the beginning stages here, right? It was just kind of like a leg up. It was just to kind of help you get started here, right? It wasn't something that was supposed to be for you long lasting. It wasn't something that was supposed to be permanent here, right? And I feel like you knew that and you trusted in the situation and you allowed it just to be a beginning, right? It's not like it was, like the Knight of Pentacles. This wasn't anything you could really ground yourself in. It was just an opportunity for a good beginning here, right? And I feel like the time of this opportunity is kind of coming to an end. It's time for you to take a bigger leap. It's time for you really to trust in the universe and know that, hey, like you have something so much bigger out here that you're made for, right? And don't allow yourself to settle, be stuck in a situation here that really is not for you. It's time for you to grow here, and it's time for you to really trust in the situation. This ending, wherever there's an ending, there will always be a new beginning here. And I feel like that's almost why you haven't really let this situation end yet, right? Like I feel like you were almost like worried, like, hey, like what's the next step when this is over? Like where do I go after this, right? And I feel like it was just a little bit of uncertainty here, a little bit of fear. You weren't really sure as to like where things were going to go for yourself. And then you have King of Swords, yeah. When this comes in, I feel like you're going to be very matter of fact about it, right? Like I feel like I don't feel like you're gonna be getting in your emotions too much involving this situation. You're definitely gonna think your words through before you're like just saying them here as well. Like you're not just going to go into the situation with your emotions intel as well. You're gonna make sure that you've thought out like, hey, your resignation letter, hey, you know, like where it is you're gonna go next. Like you've really sat down and thought about the steps that's gonna be necessary for you as well. And then we have Wheel of Fortune. The fact that you're doing that, that's pushing you so much farther on the Wheel of Fortune than you ever could have been as well. I feel like involving this situation, I feel like there have been a lot of like emotional like tensions here, right? And I feel like you really held to your guns and you're like, okay, well, even though this situation is not, you know, making you emotional here, right? I feel like you were more focused in on your pinnacles here, more focused in on your money than how like different people or circumstances were like kind of like messing with you involving the situation here as well. And that really helped, right? Like I feel like you were much more in like your air energy, much more in your earth energy than you were in your emotional energy and in your fire energy, right? Like I feel like the fire and emotion energy that you were really using for the situation, you were pushing that more towards the projects here, right? Yeah. So I feel like you were kind of getting like certain inklings here, especially with I feel like there could have been like a lot of like negative, you know, chaotic energy involving in the situation. So I feel like your ears were kind of perked up as to, hey, good morning, as to like, hey, you know, I feel like this situation could take a turn here. I feel like you were definitely on top of the Wheel of Fortune involving this situation, but I feel like there were some situations here that were really kind of giving you inklings as to, hey, this situation is about to shift. I feel like you paid attention. And I feel like you really set up your goals as to like, hey, okay, this is my plans. I'm gonna make sure this is in line. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this, these things. Da, 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 da. You really put all of your ducks in a row and really lined up a situation here that you really lined up a situation here that was gonna take you farther as well, right? Yeah. I feel like if somebody was messing with you at work, instead of like just lashing out and walking out the door, you're like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna do better. Yeah, for real. I'm telling you, really laid the groundwork. You really paid attention here, right? And then we have the devil. And then we have the devil. I feel like you were hiding your hands here, right? I feel like you're really hiding your hands. I feel like you knew who this person really was involving the situation here as well. I don't think you allowed yourself to be wrapped up in too much of their into too much of their energies, right? Oh, thank you guys for liking, by the way. Thank you guys for subscribing, and thank you for hitting that bell as well, right? You really paid attention as to what type of energy this person was bringing towards you here as well, right? And I feel like you almost like matched it equally here as well. I feel like you were coming across very genuine, very upfront. I feel like you truly realized what type of energy this person had, and I feel like you were very much mirroring them here as well. And I feel like that really helped you. I feel like they could have thought that they were getting away with something here as well, right? Like they could have thought that they were the one in charge, they were the boss, right? I don't think that's true, Virgo. Virgo, I feel like there's a sense of where you allow people to like think what it is that, you know, that they would, you know, like, okay, they think they're the boss, they think they're in charge here, right? But Virgo, it's really you, right? I feel like I feel like that's almost how you want to keep it. You want to allow other people to think that they're in charge, so that they're the boss, right? What is this Page of Pentacles? We have Queen of Pentacles. And the Hangman, yeah. I feel like at this time, here you are, Virgo. I feel like at this time, I feel like it's time for you really to start looking at these different opportunities that you have coming in for you a little bit different here as well, right? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means. You're not in contact. I don't know. Keep watching. Your answer might pop up. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, this is you. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles at this time is being offered a pretty big opportunity here, right? I don't think that she's looking at it like it's going to be making enough money, like it's going to be here, you know, something that's going to be long lasting. I feel like she's almost looking at this opportunity like it's something small here, right? Keep in mind, this is just a seed, right? Whatever this opportunity is, it is supposed to be something small, but it's supposed to be growing into something so much bigger here as well. And I feel like that really is going to take this person realizing like what type of opportunity this could truly be, right? Sorry. I'm really looking at the situation a lot differently here, right? I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is really needing some time out to have a perspective shift, to kind of change how it is they're viewing the situation here, right? They could be going through an upgrade, a promotion here as well. I feel like that's this opportunity that came in. It looked like it was something so small, something not even worth taking here, right? It was a huge promotion. I feel like it's really this Queen of Pentacles that's needing to shift how they're seeing this opportunity here, right? For this to be what it is truly supposed to be for them, right? Will she come back? What is this King of Cups? We have Two of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. If you're working with a King of Cups, right, I feel like they could be going on a new direction involving work, right? If you are in a work situation with the King of Cups, right, I feel like up to this point, I feel like it's been very much a struggle. I feel like when you go in, you're constantly fighting, getting like beaten up, mentally, emotionally, physically here, right? Like it's just strenuous. It's a lot. Like you're feeling like you're constantly having to watch your back. Like they're constantly doing things to undercut you here as well, right? Like whatever this King of Cups is in your workplace, I feel like they give you a really hard time, and I feel like this is something that's gotten really kind of uncomfortable here as well, right? You're overly protecting yourself, right? And I feel like that's going to come to an end very shortly. Right after this Nine of Wands, we have the World and the Tower. And the Tower. This Scorpio full moon is going to cause so many changes, so many unexpected changes here for yourself. Things are really going to start taking a shift for you. I feel like you're going to start seeing everything up to this point. I feel like in all this time at work, as you've been sitting here, like keeping your eyes on the prize, really focused in on what it is supposed to be here for you as well, right? I feel like, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like you've been stacking up brick by brick by brick, like really building a foundation, really building something that you can count on, something you can really grow, right? I feel like you're realizing like, hey, like there's energies here that have been secretly like on your demise. Like every like brick that you've been putting here, right? Like it's almost like they've been taking it out like behind your back, right? I feel like there's a person, an energy here where they could have been trying to like put everything that you've been building and taking so much time out for and like putting it in the trash, right? And I feel like you're really seeing and realizing that, like, hey, like this opportunity that you thought was real, this opportunity that you've been pouring all this time, energy into, right? Somebody's really just been an antagonist for you, right? And I feel like you're having true understanding about the situation here, right? Virgo, I feel like you're planning your escape. Like I feel like you're planning like for like the destruction of everything like once you leave here, right? It's like you know that the only thing that's been kind of like holding this building up here has been your energy. And as soon as you leave this energy, as soon as this world card hits, as soon as this ending has been in like finality for you, You know, like the whole building is gonna hit the floor, and I feel like that's in your wish fulfillments. I feel like, you know, like, hey, like you're the only thing that's been holding this up, and as soon as you walk out that door with all your stuff, the building's hitting the floor, and I feel like you really know that. I feel like you really understand that. And I feel like this is something that's coming to you. I feel like that's like I feel like there's a lot of trust, belief, and imagination in this. Like the people that were trying to like kill you or take down your, you know, your growth, your building here, right? Whatever it is that they're trying to do for you at this time is being done to them, right? Like, but worse, right? Like I feel like this could have been somebody that was, you know, a lot higher on the totem pole, right? A lot higher on the totem pole. And I feel like if you're trying to take down like that bottom peg, like the whole thing comes down. It's like a Jenga tower. Like this is somebody who was up here and they were trying to like take you down, but you were down here, and it ends up taking not only them, like it hurts themselves in the process like times a million. Like anything that they could have done for you like is being done to them so much more, like so much worse. And I feel like you know and believe that here, right? And I don't think that you're emotional about the situation, especially with this King of Swords energy. You're not emotional with the situation. You know that you've been doing right, you've been doing good, and you've just been keeping your eyes on your own paper, not focusing on what other people are doing here, right? Like you've been protecting yourself, protecting your work, protecting your body, protecting your beliefs, right? And not really worrying about what other people are doing, whatever they're doing, like that's good for them, but you're staying focused on what you're doing here, right? And the fact that you were doing that, um, and I feel like there was a sense of knowing, like you knew what these other people were trying to do to you, right? But you stayed true, you stayed with it, you stayed doing what it is you were supposed to be doing. And I feel like there's gonna be like this sense of reaction here, right? Where you're not like you're watching all of these people fall, right? Like you're watching and you're not emotional about it. It's almost like you're just like, told you so. Told you so. Like yeah, like I mean, you're just not emotional about it. Like anybody that was trying to build up a case, like in order to see you fall, everything that they've worked for, they're the ones that are going down at this time, right? Once again, anything that they have grown up to this point, we have 10 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. Anything that they built up to this point is being taken down, and yeah. You just don't, that's the thing, you just don't do, you're never sure as to like what type of like spiritual team like people walk with, right? Like so even though this person will never put their hands on you, right? Like they have serious spiritual protection, and like their spirit guides are seeing and like knowing what it is you're doing here, right? And so if you're trying to do evil, bad things to somebody who's very protected, like you're gonna be taken down. And I feel like you really knew that here as well. And I don't feel like you're emotional about the situation, right? And then we have the Hermit. Here you are, Virgo. Here you are. I feel like you really start guarding your energy. You really start protecting yourself here, right? I feel like you are so focused in on what it is you're trying to build, where it is you're trying to go, where the journey that you're trying to walk upon. You have no time or space for anybody else and what it is they're trying to go. Like you have a mission, you have something here in this world that you are really trying to grow, that you're really trying to cultivate, and that's where your focus is, right? What is this Wheel of Fortune? We have 8 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like once you realize this, I feel like you're really taking it upon yourself, following this intuition of yours, right? And going on a path that's a lot more fruitful, a lot more beneficial for you here, right? Yeah, I feel like it's time for you really to start leaving things behind that are no longer for you, that are no longer bringing growth, right? Like if you're not having exponential amounts of money, it's time for you to like go figure out where you can get that for yourself as well. I feel like it's time for you to really leave a situation behind where you are at the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune and go towards a situation that's a lot more fruitful for you here as well, where there's a lot more give and take, where things are a lot more evil, even and fair. Ooh, I'm sorry. And then we have the Magician. Yep. And then we have the Magician. Yeah, this is a situation here that's truly ending. It's time for you really to start trusting in the universe here, right? I feel like you're really pulling in everything that you possibly could think of, dream of, wish for. It's just about you having the courage as to knowing when to walk away, when to really let situations go that are no longer there for you here as well, right? You could be connecting with a Capricorn here out of nowhere, right? I feel like this person's coming in out of nowhere. I feel like they could be offering you a home situation here as well. After you've had to recently leave another situation here as well. That you had to really protect yourself with, right? I feel like the situation that's coming in for you is going to be a lot more healing. It was time for you to leave a situation here where you were overly protecting yourself, where you were having to really like block out any negative energy, anything like that here, right? It's time for you to go into a much more healthier situation here as well. And trust the universe. You're gonna know where it is you're supposed to be going. Where like you're being guided. There is a location, a place, a person that is waiting out there for you. It's just waiting for you to show up and walk through those doors, right? There is an opportunity. There is a job situation. It's already set out. Like there's a place where you're supposed to be. You just gotta follow the signs and know that you're being guided. Raise or promotion. That's what I'm saying. Raise or promotion. Here you go. Raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. That's what I'm saying. It's divine guidance here, right? Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Bye.